Trapmore gang, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know there's a one thing that I really like to do, and that's dunk on Travis Scott. I really don't like Travis Scott with a passion, and it's not some personal vendetta, it's not jealousy, no amount of money or clout will make up for just being a trash human being, okay? No amount of money will buy you morals, no amount of money will buy you principles, and no amount of money will buy you out of just being a lame-ass sucker. All right. When that Astro World tragedy happened, it became very clear to me that this was not somebody with compassion. This was not somebody that respected other people. This is somebody that's a narcissist that thinks he's the best, the biggest, the most important thing on God's green earth. And really, you're just a man. You're just flesh and bone, bro. Like, your body will go into the wood chipper like anybody else's. That's not a threat. That's just saying we're all the same. Okay. It doesn't matter how many doesn't matter how many kids you got with Kylie Jenner. We don't care. Okay. You are a trash human being. And essentially, a bunch of people lost their lives and you just had no sympathy whatsoever. You just tried to squirm your little way out of it. But somebody apparently, somebody else apparently has been trampled on by Travis Scott, and today we're going to expose them, okay? Because there's a whole bunch of talk about our guy. You remember Sheck Wes, okay? Yeah, I'm Sheck Wes. I don't really, right? You remember him, okay? You remember he was popping, he had Mo Bamba. Okay, this was one of the biggest tracks of 2018. 470 million views on this right now, okay? And not long after this video blew up, Sheck ended up signing a major record deal, okay? He got with the majors, he got with the labels, he sold his soul to the devil. He said, let's go, Satan. Let's go, Satan. Let me sign that deal. Let me get that check. He said, I signed a record deal with Kanye West and Travis Scott, two scumbags, all right? He said, yo, I just got offered a full-time 720 deal with Satan, and I said, nah, I'm going to sign with some even more scummy individuals. Let me sign with Travis Scott and Kanye West under the Interscope imprint. I'm very excited. Hope you are too now. Arguably, okay, he low-key might have deserved everything that happened to him after this because he signed with two absolute nincompoops who are not known for their compassion, who are not known for looking out for people. They're just known for just being clout goblins who would step over their own mothers just to get ahead in the game, man. Okay, but ever since this whole situation, okay, he's kind of vanished. We ain't really heard much more from Sheck Wes after this, okay? And just recently, after all of these years, he's finally given the people a reason why. He's finally opened up and he's just made it very clear. But before we get to all of this, okay, before we get to the final resolution of what happened after he sold his soul to the devil, or the devils, let's just take a quick look at his background because it really helps to fully understand exactly what happened in this situation. In an interview with Power 106, Sheck Wes would actually talk about how his parents moved to the United States from Africa and how he basically grew up between New York and Milwaukee.
Like where you come from and like how this all started for you.
I'm from Harlem, New York, but my parents from Senegal, West Africa. Okay. Growing up, I used to go to school in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin, and then I'd spend like my summers and winters with my father in Harlem. So I live like in between two places, which I feel like got me like more well-rounded when I got to like a high school age. But in my high school years, and like I guess till now, I've been in New York. So
okay.
So he was doing his thing, going back and forth between New York and Milwaukee, and apparently by age 17, he was modeling, skipping school, and his mom basically said to him, look, this ain't going to run, all right? She basically said to him, right, she basically hit him with the reverse coming to America and said, I'm going to ship you back to Africa. That's what she said. That's what she did. She said, you're going to go back to Africa. You're getting too lit. You're having too much motion out here in these streets.
Don't move. That's a dope move, man. I respect that.
Yeah. Did you just say you had got sent back to Africa, as in like against your, what was it? Was it like legal issues or
So when I was modeling, my mom didn't like really like it. So, and I wouldn't stop because I was like making money and like, I'm living like in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
His mom was got to be the biggest hater in history. He was modeling, making his own money at 17, having a job, and his mom wasn't. His mom didn't like the sound of that. You having too much motion in these streets, Sheck.
With other people and stuff, like, you know, like you're not gonna listen to your mom when you're making like this much bread or whatever.
Yeah.
So she didn't know how to stop me from doing it, and I was just making bread. I was doing nothing wrong. You feel me? She just didn't like the fact that like she felt like I would never be like that important. You know, she always felt like she's like, it's just about the clothes. Like it's not really about you. And it's just like you'll stand there for hours. People just taking pictures. They're not gonna really care about you. And I mean, I really like understood what she's saying now. Like now I understand. Like you feel me? But
at
back
the time,
then I didn't.
Of course.
So when he eventually did make his way back to America, okay, like Eddie Murphy and them in that movie, he basically got back, okay, tried to get back into school. They wouldn't take him due to his past wild behavior, and that's when he decided to get into the music game.
But when I got back from Africa, I missed summer school, and then my behavior was so terrible the year before that they like, why would we let you like come back to regular school? You know, I used to be late every day, so they was like, why don't you just go to night school? And if I went to night school, I couldn't play basketball, so.
Damn.
My senior year, but it sped up my senior year quick, and that's what like gave me my plan for like music, you know.
Okay.
And what made you?
So he was into basketball, right? And that's ironic because it's around this time that he ended up recording that track Mo Bamba, and it was named after his friend who became an NBA player, Mo Bamba. Okay, that's who it was named
Before
after.
we actually even talk basketball, obviously you and Sheck Wes, good friends. I saw you were at Dykeman the other day. We were up there as well. Give us the backstory behind the song Mo Bamba. When did you hear it for the first time?
So I heard it for the first time when I was a senior in high school. So, you know, you can't, my rule is you can't leave high school without a song about you if you're a good basketball player, and I thought I deserved one. But I hit up Sheck. Sheck was a guy who, like, not a lot of people know his background, but Sheck was a basketball player. He led the city in assists. And then, yeah, he was real. He's whack now, but he was real. He modeled for a little bit, and then he started rapping. And then as soon as I heard that he started rapping, I was like, yo, you gotta, first of all, let me hear some of your music. I wanna, like, you know, be able to support my boy. And I heard his music, I liked it a lot. And then I was like, you gotta make me a song, bro. You gotta have a song with just my name in a verse. That's all I want, my name in a verse. And he comes back to me a couple of days later, like super quick, yo, I made this. He sends me the audio file and it's titled Mo Bamba. And I'm like, bro, I didn't need the whole song to be titled Mo Bamba. I just needed a verse. But I heard it and I loved it since day one. And not a lot of people were liking it at first, but I would always play it in the weight room. I would always play it in the gym. And then as time went on, people started really realizing, like, yo, this is a banger.
Honestly speaking,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sure he's great at basketball. I ain't never heard nothing about Mo Bamba apart from that song, okay? I'm sure he's doing his thing on the court. But Sheck Wes really put you on the map, my guy. Okay, Sheck Wes did you a solid, put you on the map, okay? Made you a legendary name in the game for years and years to come. Now, the track Mo Bamba, not the basketball player, the track ended up becoming a huge party anthem. It became such a big anthem that it literally, just the song itself was so lit that it started creating dangerous
There's like
situations.
a million songs about parties and roofs. You're raising the roof is on fire, whatever. Except for this video is real life. There's like a million songs.
Yeah, Mo Bamba was really breaking floorboards. It was breaking, like the floor was literally caving in at parties because of this song. Real talk, okay? And before the end of that same year, 2018, he had 2018 Turn, okay? He would drop his debut album, Mud Boy, which did chart on the Billboard 200 albums charts. Now, it is a very sparse, very empty record on the Billboard. He's one for one. Or he's none for one, okay? Mud Boy, it did hit number 17 on the charts, so, you know, that is good. But as you see, he didn't come back. There was no return visits to the Billboard charts for Sheck Wes. Now, the song obviously was huge. This gave the album Mud Boy a massive boost, okay? Was it a Hot 100 charting song at least? At least, surely. It was a number 6. It went number 6 on the Hot 100, so that's pretty good. And he did pop out with a couple of songs on the charts. So, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit unfair. But his actual album, Mud Boy, it was praised as one of the best albums of the year. Okay, Pitchfork were rating it very highly. All right, Pitchfork was saying that it was a banger. It went off. He got an 8.2 on Pitchfork, and Pitchfork don't really be handing out the good ratings like that to people. But after the release, everything slowed down. His musical output dropped massively, and most of his headlines ended up coming from controversy after this, okay? Because in 2019, rather than being famous for the music, his ex-girlfriend, Justine Skye, would actually accuse him of physical abuse, but the case, in the end, to be fair, was dismissed. So this is the article. After the case was dismissed, it says rapper Sheck Wes, no charges for attacking ex-girlfriend, no evidence it ever happened. They're saying she was bapping. A rep for Sky tells TMZ that a judge granted a restraining order against Sheck Wes that was still in effect, and the correlating case is pending. But an unfortunate situation, she said the LA District Attorney didn't decide to pursue any further action at this time, but that's often the case with many victims of domestic violence and why incidents like this go unreported. But hey, tried to get legal with it, didn't work out, unfortunately, okay? So Sheck Wes can ball out like Mo Bamba again. He's off the hook in his physical abuse case. We've learned the Mo Bamba rapper won't face any charges for allegedly beating his ex-girlfriend last summer at the Montrose Hotel in West Hollywood, according to legal docs obtained by TMZ. The LA County DA's office rejected the case due to a lack of evidence. As we reported, Sheck's ex, Justine Skye, put him on blast back in February, calling him pathetic and claiming he had a history of putting his hands on her. The model, actress, and singer claimed Sheck once threw her phone across a hotel room at the Montrose Montrose, slapped her in the face with a wad of cash, and berated her. Justine also claimed Sheck and his crew stalked her and attacked her friend. She said, I've chosen to remain silent until now out of respect for actual victims of abuse. This is him. Sorry, this is him. He tweeted this. But I cannot stand by while lies are repeatedly told about me. I've never hit or beat any women. I did not beat up or jump anybody. He vehemently denied abusing her or jumping her friends, and now it looks like he can put the case behind him. Okay, but despite this case being dismissed, this did cause pretty irreparable damage to his career and to his public image. Sheck Wes was removed from a MLS ad campaign following these abuse allegations. Major League Soccer didn't want to work with him after these allegations, even though they were seemingly proven as cap. He was dropped. It caused him problems, and this is really when he should have been running it up and having a lot of success. Now, unfortunately, his troubles wasn't over, so moving into 2020, instead of once again going to the headlines for the music, he was in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, okay? He got arrested for drug and gun charges. He was arrested at a traffic stop. Cops say they found a gun and some packs. His attorney basically told TMZ that Sheck Wes was released on his own recognizance with no bail. His case was adjourned to August, and during that period, they'll conduct their own investigation into the charges. He was facing 2 felony charges after getting busted in New York City, where cops said he was toting a gun and drugs around town in his fancy whip. Law enforcement told TMZ he was driving a 2019 Lamborghini SUV, so he had the Urus the year it came out. All right, flex off one song. He was out with 3 friends when he was pulled over early Wednesday morning in Harlem for excessive window tint. Sources say the car reeked of marijuana, and it prompted a search. Officers found a loaded 9mm Smith & Wesson pistol in the bag and a small amount of Mary Jane. Prosecutors charged Sheck and another passenger with 2 felonies, criminal possession of a loaded firearm and criminal possession of a weapon. And Sheck and his co-defendant were arraigned, released without bail. They didn't charge him for the pot. And he was also cited for not having a driver's license. Okay, get your driver's licenses in order. Now, very little happened over the next 4 years. It was quiet for Sheck Wes, but eventually he made headlines in 2024 when he publicly called out one of the people who signed him. He called out Ye. All right? He knew he made a mistake. He said, everyone knows I washed Kendrick. This is basically a rant. All right? This is a rant that Kanye put out there, and Sheck Wes Clapback. He said, you stole my whole cadence, flow, beat, tempo to get #1. You delusional, and you ain't checking with the buzzins. You really bugged out. Now, as much as I would like to dunk on Kanye, because I think he's a clown and he said some very hateful, disgusting stuff, Sheck Wes, man. Bro, like, how even old were you when the college dropout dropped, bro? Like, you was non-existent, bro. Talking about he stole your whole cadence, flow, beat, and tempo. Like, bruv. I don't rate Kanye in the way that he moves. But that's cap, bro. That's absolute cap. For you, 4 years of dropping no music, where was all the creativity? Where was all the creativity? Because as much as I dislike Kanye, he still creatively gets busy damn near every year. Okay, so I'm not joking that. But a lot of people basically replied that said, this is hilarious. I just checked his account. Sheck used to have like 4 posts wearing full Yeezy fits, tagging Yeezy and Ye, and they're gone now. All right. Basically say that's because he's Ye's artist. If you watch a video about Sheck's career, it's really sad. He had a bunch of labels coming after him to sign. He chose good music because he thought Kanye would be like a mentor and was extremely excited to work with him, and he got left in the dust. Had some real mental problems stemming from it. Sheck hasn't dropped in 5 years. Not gonna lie, I thought his name was Mo Bamba for the longest time. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Sheck Wes, all right? Doesn't own the right to stretch, can't choruses. What cadence, flow, and beat did Ye copy? Probably the chant from Carnival. Bro, you didn't invent chanting. There is no Sheck West without Kanye West. There's no anyone without Kanye West. All right? Sheck West technically stole part of Ye's last name, so I think they're even. So a few months after this, okay, Sheck West would later resurface with another artist known for never dropping music. But somebody a lot more successful and creative, it was Playboy Carti. Why is Playboy Carti even hanging out with Sheck Wes? That is a weird one. For somebody that's so trim and mysterious and selective and bougie, so selective about who he's seen with, the fact that he popped out with Sheck Wes is low-key like, huh? What? Now, at this point, a lot of fans started sharing a lot of theories as to why he disappeared. A lot of people were like, well, what's going on with Sheck Wes? Where did he go? What's going on? Why is Sheck Wes so lazy? I'm not that much listening to him, and I just saw his discography for the first time, but why is he so lazy, man? Like, he can't just drop another album in almost 7 years. People are saying he made enough on Mo Bamba to not make another album for 50 years. But what happened to making music for the love of it? That's facts. Realize he's only in it for the money. Fake artists. saying that he was going to drop, keep it on the low, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. It's not true. Anyway, but Sheck recently took to X and explained what's really been going on with him. He spilled the beans, okay? He said, I was supposed to be YKTS on 12/18, but ... According to him, he basically was a one-man show without any support. I'm actually a one-man show. Literally, I have no team. I've got one guy who's just a great guy and helps, so this stuff going to take me forever. I'm not going to lie. Stuff like this does piss me off because it's like people just fire out all the excuses in the world, but it's kind of like, yo, all right, like just get busy and drop some music. You can drop music on SoundCloud. If it's good, it's going to hit and it's going to connect. If it's not, it's not. But all this stuff of like, I just need a whole I haven't got I'm a one-man band, man. I haven't got a 20-person team like these other people. Bro, there's a lot of one-man bandits out here making a lot of bread. I'm not a one-man bandit, admittedly, but that's how I started. And this second channel, like, I do a lot of this myself, all right? Now I've got people that are kind of helping me pick up the slack and stuff. But, bro, there really is no excuse. If you're a one-man band, get it done. Get busy as a one-man band. But it's just me, gang. I do everything alone. Alhamdulillah, my brother Biz helped me, but it's still just me. I'm not complaining, but it is just facts. Okay, he was low-key saying that it just all needs to be done for him. So before you say where your album, it's just me, unless you want DistroKid albums. Yeah, we do. DistroKid out, yes. Better than nothing. No manager for real. No A&R, no marketing team, no assistants, no friends. I live do shows solo, and yes, when I was very young, successful jealousy and envy met me at the front door. I take accountability for allowing people in my life. That's why I stay alone. But you can't do it alone. Now, shout out to him for taking accountability. Okay? Shout out to him for taking accountability. He would go on to allege that after the record label recouped their money from him, everybody abandoned him. But I can't lie. Where was the music? If the record label recouped the deal, then surely everything's profit. They want to put your music out. He said, I'd recoup my deal and then everybody left me, lol. They say I'm this and that. Dudes hate me because I'm handsome and they hoe me. Who the F recoups a deal? I don't think they hate on you because you're handsome, honestly. I feel like those little glory days of modeling when you were like 17 might have gone to your head there, bro. You're not really that handsome. I'm sorry. But he would reiterate that he wasn't complaining about his situation. He was just letting fans know what was going on. So I'm not complaining. I'm just not leaving you naked to believe I don't give a F about my career or my music career. This is what I'm built for. This is the roots. Well, if that's what you're built for, why are you not releasing any music? Now, people on the Travis Scott Reddit would react to the posts, okay? And basically, they'd say Sheck was crashing out on Twitter while explaining why he still hasn't released an album in over 7 years. Now, as much as I don't rate Travis Scott, I don't feel like I could actually blame Travis Scott for this. I'm not going to lie. They're saying, I think bro got rage baited. Somebody said, what's going on with Sheck Wes? I don't think that's actually him, is it? He said, nothing. What's up with you? What are you referring to when you said that? Also, what's up? Okay. Y'all use the term crashing out too loosely, but for real, I don't think bro crazy or just chatting. This was bound to happen when you have 3 different entities in your pocket that aren't on one accord. Bro signed to Good Music, Cactus Jack, and Interscope. Recipe for disaster. Y'all don't see a pattern of Travis's peers claiming he's merely a puppet, not doing anything himself nowadays? No? Lol. Okay, got it. Never mind. This is the definition of a crash out. I'm not going to lie. Crash out isn't inherently rageful or going crazy, but he's airing out the feelings and anger. That's a crash out to me. Let's be real. Sheck doesn't have enough talent to make an album, let alone an EP. I'm not going to lie. No disrespect. Sheck, if you're watching this, man, look, I'm no disrespect. But at the end of the day, bro, you had the perfect showcase. You had the perfect platform to showcase your talent. You had one good song, good energy. You popped out on a couple. Travis put you in position for a couple of songs. But, bro, you should have got busy with the music. And when it wasn't working out, you should have been leaking music. You should have been doing anything, okay? For you to act like for you to even act like you was worth waiting 5, 6, 7 years to drop music for is insanity, okay? You should have been getting busy with the music during that time. All of this stuff, I have no sympathy. Whenever people like, my label's not letting me drop, bro, shut the hell up. Leak some music, do something, do any, bro. Leak some snippets on your Instagram. People always love to blame the label for their laziness. People always love to be like, oh, I haven't got a team, bro. Hella people don't have a team. Hella people don't have a team. Get a team. If you can't operate without a team, get a team. Or just get busy without a team. But don't you on Twitter complaining about a team like anyone's really caring, like anyone's really checking for new music. Like, bro, it's been a long time. So even now, you shouldn't even be tweeting. It should be a SoundCloud link. That tweet should be a SoundCloud link to some new music. Experiment, throw some shit at the wall. Oh, we're gonna blame your label. You had the best opportunity in the game, okay? Even though Travis and Ye are absolute jerk offs, You had the best opportunity. You signed your life away to two devils, and then you didn't even get busy. You didn't even tell the devil like, yo, Satan, can I get a promo post? Like, you're gonna sign your life away to the devil and act too bougie to ask Satan for a promo post. It's super lame. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. You know, I thought this was just going to be an interesting topic for me to touch on today because, like, it's a little bit of a slow news day. We done Davided ourselves half to death. Excuse the pun, but yeah, I feel like stuff like this, man, you know, it's definitely a missed opportunity. He had it in his hand. I feel like he was probably a bit arrogant with it. He was thinking then Mo Bamba, that Mo Bamba clout was going to last forever. He probably still gets a good check. I mean, that song probably still gets playlisted. It's probably still gets played in the club and at sports sites. I've definitely heard that in the background at like NFL games I've been to, you know, a little in between a play, you're hearing a bit of Mo Bamba instrumental. I'm sure he's getting a bag off of it regardless. But if you really love the game, like for me, look, I'll keep it very real with you. The numbers, YouTube, they go up and down, all right? I'm not going to act like I'm dropping a King Von 10 million view documentary every single week and every month out here, okay? There's peaks, there's troughs. I've had some good moments this year. I've had some actually pretty flop moments this year. And it just is what it is. I keep it pushing, but I love making content. I love making videos. If all of my videos was not getting no views, I would still be making them. This video probably ain't going to get many views. I know it, all right? I feel it in my soul. Like Young Boys, I feel it in my soul. I feel in my soul this video ain't going to get a lot of views. I don't think people really checking for Sheck Wes, let alone takes on Sheck Wes. But I'm always going to get busy. I'm always going to drop content. And he should have kept dropping. He should have kept putting stuff out. He should have found a way off the label if that's what it was, or he should have found a way of working the label. And you really mean to tell me you recouped and then the label aren't trying to get some more profit? It sounds like you didn't really have much good stuff to offer and you were getting mad, arrogant, talking about Kanye stole your whole flow. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. And you're saying they're jealous because you handsome, bro. The modeling days are over. That was a long time ago, buddy. All right? A lot of people who model seem to have this mad complex of just like, everyone's just jealous of my beauty. Bro, you're not that, like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not really like, face card ain't really like, that face card ain't a Charizard. You know what I'm saying? That face card, like, Charmeleon kind of levels. You know what I'm saying? Charmeleon. I wouldn't go so far as saying Charmander, but like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't no Charizard face card. So anyway, man, let me know what you guys think. Is Sheck Wes cooked? Is Sheck Wes cooked? That's what I want to know, man. Let me know down in the comments. I'll catch you in the next video, Trap Disciples. And if you enjoyed this video, go and check this video out right here. It's absolutely fire. I know you're going to enjoy it. It's a deep cut. So thank you so much for watching this one. And I'm out here, gang. Peace, Trap Nation. Slide.